All right, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, season 2, episode 5. In the last episode, we had the date, and it went. I mean, it ended off good. I guess that's all we need. Then we also saw a little bit of what the North has in store for the gang, and how creatures that are basically side characters, nameless people, how much of a hassle it was for them to take it down. So in this episode, I'm looking more for that, I guess. The second part, not the first part. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Here. Well, that's a cool looking place.
So there are cities on the northern plateau.
Cities full of bars.
Old man Fast was spinning quite the yarn. Says he's almost found Boshaft.
Am I supposed to know what Boshaft is?
Master Heiter told me when I was young.
Oh, of course, Master Heiter.
Boshaft was an exquisite liquor crafted for the Emperor. Because of Mistress Frieren, Master Heiter never got to partake.
I'd like to move in and out of this city quickly. Once we're finished shopping, we should...
Frieren?
Uh-oh.
As I live and breathe, I haven't seen you in a century.
Just a brief 80 years, Faz.
You're a stickler for details now?
Bass?
Time has changed you. I did it. I finally located Boshaft. I just need a final push. Your magic would come in very handy.
Is there something guarding it?
It's in here.
How curious.
A mine?
Is this a mine?
Dug it myself. Folks assume that all of us dwarves have mining in our blood. But I grew up in the city. I started my journey from scratch.
You want to give us a little context on the old guy?
He spent over 200 years searching for Boshaft.
Nice.
80 years ago, he asked my previous party for assistance as well.
Oh, my precious Boshaft!
Pulling Heiter away from the search was no mean feat.
Nope.
Your mine is very impressive, but
Goodness.
why would Heiter be down here?
Are you sure mining's not in your blood?
According to local legend, there's a large store of Boshaft locked somewhere in the underground ruins. I confirmed that much 2 centuries ago when I found this stone monument.
It's written in ancient Elvish. The inscription proclaims, Boshaft is the finest spirit of all time. Milliarda.
Do you know Milliarda? That face said that she knew who Milliarda was.
So it was Milliarda after all.
And after all these years, it's almost within my grasp.
Unless Milliarda was a
You
trickster.
found the ruins?
Yes, someone put up a powerful barrier. You should be able to break through.
Removing the barrier will be a tedious task. These kids won't appreciate the wait.
Depends on the wait time.
I'll pay you 20 right gold coins.
It's not worth considering.
What? But
Please, Frieren.
Mistress Frieren, would it be so wrong to help him?
He needs a mage. Don't you want to make an old man's dream come true?
Your change of heart is disturbing.
He's offering 20 gold coins. We need money.
Finally be able to buy food and gear without bleeding our pockets dry.
Just so you know, this barrier will take me 3 months to remove.
That's
3.
hardly any time at all.
What? Don't come crying to me later.
yeah, 1 month in, they're gonna be like, I want to leave.
We're in the final stages of removing the barrier.
Our work here shall be done tomorrow.
Unless...
You don't look very pleased.
Boshaft doesn't taste good. It's dreadful.
Here for
Certainly
you.
not worth 200 years of devotion. Long life comes at a cost. Elves will do anything to avoid being crushed by the weight of boredom.
Oh. Or Zelda. That's basically Zelda.
Anytime I see you, Milliarda, you're staring off into space.
Many of our fellow elves tie themselves to a grand pursuit. Know why that is?
Go on.
Yona?
Suppose you spent a lifetime searching for something, only to find it was worthless. Imagine the feeling.
That's Boshaft, right? They served it to everyone at the coronation because it's exceptionally cheap.
Cheap.
I carved a mysterious inscription into a block of stone.
What exactly was the point of doing that?
There was no point at all.
It's finally
Dang.
time.
I feel like for him, he might actually like it. I feel like there's something about reaching your destination that's fantastic.
It's perfectly preserved. Let's have a toast. I'm not drinking alone.
Who knows? Maybe it's better with age.
This is
Glorious.
Frieren, the bow shaft was so close I could taste it. Why drag us away?
You're a connoisseur of liquor, aren't you?
But of course I am.
How very priestly.
Hides his tear.
Let's say you found a spirit you've searched for your entire life. What would you do if it was terrible?
I would laugh it off. Can't drink it for the taste? It's booze. It's best shared with friends.
It's terrible. I would go so far as to say it's the worst drink I've had.
Drink.
Don't sit back and watch.
Goodness gracious.
This is
Took the
disgusting.
whole thing.
It really is terrible. We've got plenty to go around, and I'm prepared to make the whole city suffer with me. My search may have ended in disappointment, but I've never had such a fun night. I'm glad you three stuck around for the party.
Shoot, now what is he going to do for the rest of his life? He spent 200 years on this. What do you do now? Logistics in the Northern Plateau. 30 years. We're now into 30 years.
Take your share of today's bread.
You mean wood?
It clunked. You ever hear bread clunk?
Complaining will get you nowhere. As you saw, the beer region has its share of grain, but beyond that, the Northern Plateau is barren. While we're on the road, don't expect anything but this delightful treat.
Oh, how depressing. That's an impressive fortress city.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Norm Company's estate.
The
structure in the
Norm
center is their
Company?
headquarters. Unlike many smaller trading companies, they're armed. They have the logistical ability and military force to supply the villages dotted across the plateau.
Nice.
So they supply the villages?
They're quite
Earlier
powerful.
You said goods aren't circulating.
And that's a problem. Perhaps the Norm Company isn't as mighty as it once was.
See, that's corrupt.
Regardless, I imagine they still have a great deal of influence over the goings-on in daily life on the plateau. As such, we should avoid making waves.
You shouldn't have said that. You're gonna make the biggest of waves.
First-class mages are welcome to pass. Travel safe, Miss Fern.
Don't.
Elf.
Don't.
One moment, please.
I don't know. I feel like.
I wonder what's going on.
That's not good. I'm about to say, you look a little bit too young.
And I take it you're Miss Frieren from the Party of Heroes. I'm afraid you owe me some money.
What?
That's 80 years of debt to be paid in full.
Just a little.
We're doomed.
There goes those
I was
20
told
coins.
80 years ago I could pay it back at any time.
That is unfortunately not what the documents say.
How much we talking?
Strahl and 20 Reich gold. Various silvers and coppers, too. Quite the fortune you've acquired.
Well, not anymore.
I'm afraid this isn't nearly enough.
What?
It seems I'll be working in the company's mines for the next 300
Not the
years.
mines.
You may journey forth, but my journey ends here.
What are you talking about, Mistress Frieren?
She just comes
Did
out
you
all
lose
buff
your
now.
bag in there? And your clothing?
Was interest even invented back then? I don't know. I feel like she could be a lot more useful if she had her wand or staff.
Farewell, Fern. It's dark. Lead full lives.
They're walking faster.
Converted into the region's Reich gold currency, and Frieren still owes me over 300 coins. If you believe you can procure such a sum, I'm all ears.
That would be impossible.
You can always kill him.
The President told us all about you, Miss Frieren. The pleasure's ours.
Shall we get started then?
There we go. What in Fable? Who knew mining would look so cool?
Aim your axes at this wall here.
All that just to make a waypoint?
Well, you heard the lady. Start digging, boys. Sir!
When I met your president 2 generations ago, he was a cast-out nobleman. He invested in this barren land and created a logistics network. He brought stability to the unstable. At the time, most nobles turned up their noses at our ragtag party of heroes, but he provided us funds with no repayment deadline. But a busy man like you wouldn't trek down to such depths without good reason. If there's something you wish to ask it.
We have lost our grip on logistics. You can tell that much, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose so.
So what
When
happened?
it rains, it pours, and the Norm Company is drowning. We've lost 1/3 of our troops. Their lives taken and caravans destroyed by the demons. As long as we have the funds, we can rebuild. This mine is rich, but still under development. If we strike silver, then we will turn a great profit. Enough to rebuild what the demons stole, and enough to repay your party's debt. If our logistics network falls apart, countless people will starve and die. Miss Frieren, please save the
What would
people
Himmel
of the
do?
plateau. I beseech you.
If nothing else, you certainly inherited your grandfather's shrewdness. This is why I avoid working with merchants. You have a deal.
I can't believe we did.
Goodness, that's a lot.
Never seen so much silver.
Gosh, all these houses look cool.
I've returned. My journey shall continue.
We were just coming up with a way to bust you out.
Our plan was to raid the mine once the sun went down.
Heck yeah.
Goodness. We'll get to eat soft bread from now on.
I'm a little lost here.
All right, it's fine.
So don't you worry.
All right, this is a little sidetrack. I will say that this episode does feel like a side episode, like a filler. Unless somehow what we learned in this episode will come and affect later episodes. I don't know. Maybe that one elf that we saw. For this first part, what I have to say is I feel like this is almost a common theme in reality, in which there's a lot of people that have a certain goal and they devote their whole lives to reaching that goal. And if they reach the goal, either they're happy with it, which I feel like in the grand scheme of things, not that many people are happy about it, or they're not happy about it. And what they do to counteract that unhappiness is to move the goalpost. So for instance, money, I guess. If you get paid $18 an hour, once you do, you're happy for a little bit, but then you're like, oh man, imagine if I get paid $20 an hour, how great that would feel. And then eventually you get paid $20 an hour, and then you're like, oh, it feels great, but like, what if I get $22 an hour, right? I feel like stuff like that. And it's not just money. There is stuff like fame, recognition, stuff like buying a house, buying a certain car, whatever the thing may be, whatever the goal may be. A lot of times when someone reaches that goal, they don't feel as fulfilled as they thought they would feel. I think it's all about the journey. It's all about the things leading up to it. That's kind of what the great feeling is. And the same thing with this, where the dude, whatever his name was, I don't remember, spent 200 years trying to find this thing. And he finally found it and figured out it was terrible. And I feel like one of the reasons why he wasn't so upset was not only the fact he was able to laugh it off, and also the fact that he was able to enjoy it with other people. I think it was also because he loved the journey. He loved digging the mine, the hard work that it took to dig the mine, the hard work that it took to find the cave, the hard work that it took to open the door, all the stuff leading up to the goal. He's able to look back at it now and have fond memories for it. And I feel like because he reached the end of that journey, of that section, he's able to look back at the journey with a happy attitude. I think looking back at a journey that was unfulfilled, that didn't have an ending, you would tend to look at it in a negative light, be like, oh, I wasted all this time and I didn't get an outcome. So I think this is going to be a weird analogy, but I think the journey is the cake and the conclusion or the end of the journey is the fork. The journey is the main happiness, but you won't be able to enjoy it unless you had the fork. Same thing with this, is where the journey is where the most happiness comes from, but you aren't able to enjoy it unless it reaches an end. I could be wrong. It could have been a horrible analogy, but in my mind right now, I feel like that's perfect. And then in this part, this is where I feel like partially, could be wrong, where some of her growth is come to light, in which I don't think they had to go through this place. I mean, in the very beginning, it had them at a checkpoint, and then Fern had to give her like letter thing. So I think maybe they had to, but I don't know. As Frieren, I feel like knowing that I was indebted to this place, I feel like she could have thought of a way around this. But instead, she went into the place knowing that she has a debt to pay. But her main focus was trying to figure out what happened to this place. Why is the trade not working? So I think in her mind, the Himmel part of her mind is like, oh, I want to help these people because these people, if they are not in charge or if they're not healthy, then the whole land is not healthy. This whole negotiation thing, because I feel like they also lost their money in this. I, as Frieren, would have negotiated saying, hey, I will help you find your silver. I will keep all my money, and the silver that we find will repay my debt. But the fact that she lost all of her money, her clothes, and she still had to work in the mines, I feel like maybe an uneven trade. Maybe we take some of the money back. And I love how visually appealing this whole thing was, only for like a location spell, which is so hilarious. But if I was Frieren and he's making all these promises of, oh, all we need you to do is find the silver, therefore our place will be great again. I'm like, if I was Frieren, I'd be like, okay, I need your 5-step plan. I need your smart goals. What are you going to be doing differently than you did prior that led you into this predicament? Because yeah, you got silver, therefore you have more money to rebuild, but what's keeping you from this happening again? Because yes, the Demon King is defeated. There's still demons around. There's still like great beasts around. So the fact that this could happen again is still a threat. There's still a thing. So if I was Frieren, unless you gave me a plan that showed me what you would do differently, I will not help you. And I will just fly out of there. I love that Frieren was just like, yeah, tonight we were just going to raid the whole place. We were going to just murk everyone. But anyways, that was my reaction to Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 2, Episode 5. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.